Hello world, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video series we are talking about Google Summer of Code and how you can be a GSoCer. So in past few videos we understand what is GSoC, how you should proceed, what should be the first step, how you can check what are the organizations selected last year, how you can predict organization that will be listed in this year 2021 GSoC dashboard, and we check the proposal, like how proposal looks like, what is the section, main section like contribution, and how you should describe your project, how you should plan your project, and phase wise divide all the tasks under that project. So in this video series I'm talking about, will this GSoC really help in your career? You should choose an organization accordingly so that it will help in your career. So okay, I have opened the 2020 organization list, so last year organization list. So let's say you want to go for higher studies, or you want to go for research area. Okay, so maybe you are interested in genomics and you want to handle very large setup, very large data set of genomic data maybe, and doing some um, genomic predictions, or understanding the patterns of the genomes and so on. So this is mostly about the medicine field, right? So you can filter out the organization with the medicine list and see if there is any college professors or college universities are involved in any of that project. So if they are, that means they are doing some kind of research or some kind of task under that college, right? So if you choose those projects and understand those project, um, like understand those projects clearly, or did some contribution to it, it will be like good chance that you communicate with the professors or PhD students or that college, or maybe whoever working on that project. So you get some impression, and like you get some lead that you also go on those field and had some interaction with those people. So that will help, definitely help in your career, and you have one step reserved after your college, right? And this applies everywhere. So I talk about medicine field, I can talk about web application field. Let's say you want to be full stack developer, like you have no idea what to do after the college, like you go to some corporate job and get some task, and that task can be anything, but mostly it will be web application, front end, back end, or some machine learning engineering under that back end microservices and so on. So you can think like how front end works, how back end works, how front end client interacts with the backend and get the response for the request they clicked on, right? The event driven process, right? So you can think about neti, which is like asynchronous process. Like we have event driven paradigm in neti, and how different protocols work, like gRPC, HTTP1, HTTP2 version, and how which one is faster, when to use what, and so on. Yeah. And similarly, like if you are in Python, you are interested in Python, you can choose Django. And and Mozilla, if you are interested in browser, Mozilla have very large community, so definitely check it out, each and every project, I will say. um, so yeah, this is about web application. Let's say you are interested in cloud native applications, right? You are interested in Docker, Kubernetes, and so on, like um, how to containerize application, and how you can smoothly scale up, scale down the application in the whole um, whole cloud technology, right? So on demand, you can you can scale up, scale down the resources, you can scale up, scale down the instances according to the traffic. So let's say you are interested in that, and let's say you choose CNCF, like cloud native cloud computing foundation, which is really large, that have very huge number of projects going on. So you can see more students under that project. So if you are involved in this organizations, you can simply connect you get simply connected with the contributors, lead developers, and if you did some kind of contribution to those projects, you will definitely get weightage in your resume. And yeah, if you want to continue, you can continue in those projects after the college also, because this is huge community and they have good amount of fund, and they always need developers to maintain their projects. So you reserve some kind of job in your hand and during the college itself. And yeah, this applies in most of the other organizations as well, which have a very large community and developers working on under those projects full time. So yeah, so you can figure out different categories. And if you want to know what are the how you can find the internship kind of thing, or part-time job, or um, some kind of job for an open source project, you can see like organizations like NumFocus have different posting they used to post in Twitter. I follow those. CNCF I follow. And similarly open teams or different organization post if they need some developer or they have any kind of opening. So you can definitely check that. You should definitely follow all those uh, projects in Twitter and Google groups and GitHub channel, Slack channel, as I said earlier. So this was about selecting the organization. So this will give you some path. You understand your interest area and you are following those path, and after the college also you will get some job related to those areas if you did GSoC in your interested projects, in your interested organization. And you get some good interaction with the lead developers, and you can continue even after the GSoC period or during the college days, after the college days. So this will definitely a plus point for your career. And yeah, also in this year we can see some timeline change. So what is changed? So yeah, so community bonding period start, then we see coding and then evaluation phase. So once project is announced, students go to community bonding period for around 20 days or something, and then coding period will be started, right? So previously there were phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, there are 3 evaluation, right? So now we have only 2 evaluation. So you can say previously mentors send the feedback about the student and submit in GSoC portal. Okay, and if they pass, then Google team review them once, and they release the final list. But now only mentors will be evaluating it. Google team will not be checking what was the feedback from the mentor. If it is passed, then it will be passed. If it is failed, then you can the portal will simply show the failed students, right? And this was the one change I can see, and two evaluation. And I think there is uh, 170 hours coding period now. Previously it was 350. So um, I can see the announcement page. So this was the announcement page. Here we can see like student will be focused 175 hours, okay, over 10 weeks. Previously it used to be 350. So that means student will be working very less time now. I think 50%, right? So right, previously students have to be fixed like full time. They have to do full time GSoC period, GSoC projects. So I think 1 week mentors expect around 40 hours, 30 to 40 hours, but now it is reduced to around 17 to 20 hours. So project size will be small, and student can give some time in GSoC, and maybe they are doing some internship, or they're doing some college exams are going on, or their semester is going on. They can focus in those study also. So this kind of flexibility this year GSoC have. And yeah, the eligibility criteria, you can see if you are a student during the GSoC period, I think you are eligible for it. So very simple thing. In my next video I will be talking about how you should um, debug your code changes. In last video I talked about how to pick an issue and how you can make sure that your PR will be merged soon, and in next video I will follow up those that concept. So basically how you should debug and understand how code is working, and which part of the code is getting executed when your test cases are running. Okay, so Python have different debugger like PDB, and Ruby have different debugger like Pry, and C++. Go also had different tools frameworks available for debugging. I will be focusing that concept in my next video. And for this video, if you have any doubt, or you have some questions, you can comment out in this video, or ping me in Instagram, LinkedIn, and I will surely help you in that. So this is what I wanted to talk, and thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new about GSoC in this video. If you liked the video, click on like button, subscribe to this channel, and share it with your friends who are looking for GSoC and love open source projects. See you next time.